Whew, yun. Okay guys, good evening. So, for tonight, kasi gabi naman na. So, we are going to discuss an additional sample problems for equilibrium of non-concurrent force system. Okay, so as we all know, meron tayong bagyo ngayon, so hindi tayo makakapag-meet. Nakakapag-meet tayo, but this is intended talaga for those na magkakaroon ng 1.5 or 1.5 hour for quiz and the other half for review. So kasi hindi na sila dadaanan ng discussion for the additional sample problems for non-concurrent. But since video discussion ito, of course, bibigay ko din naman ito for those sections na may discuss ko siya ng face-to-face. So, ayun guys. So, we have, I think I'm preparing for 3 to 4 examples tonight. So, sana is panoorin nyo siya for your additional reference for your examination. So, simulan natin dito. Okay? Okay guys, the member shown in the figure is pin connected at A and rest against a smooth support at B. Determine the horizontal and vertical component of reaction at pin A. So guys, siguro is extract ko muna ito. Okay. Okay guys, extract ko lang yung ating figure para mas maging malaki siya. Okay guys, nang maalala nyo guys, etong figure natin ito yung pinagawa ko sa inyo ng free body diagram sa board. Okay, so again, pagka smooth contact, ilan na nga yun? Okay, naririnig ko kayo. Tama. We have only one reaction force na sumisingaw pagdating sa smooth contact. Okay, paano yun? Let's say, pakawalan mo tong portion na to, ano mangyayari? Pag dinaganan mo na to, iikot talaga yung buong member na yan. Itong pinaka-member na to guys, ay iikot yan na parang, pwede ba to? Pwede bang gawin yan? Na parang, hindi pala siya pwede. Okay, papaikutin ko sana. So, iikot siya. Okay, ano yung tendency? Iikot siya, since pinakawalan mo to, ang tendency niyan, yung B na yan, yung point B na yan, is pupunta doon. Tama, papuntang gano'n. So, ano yung kailangan ni smooth pin para maibalik niya sa dating pwesto? So, basically, isa lang, which is a perpendicular force P na meron tayo. So, ipangalanan natin to, since this is smooth contact, usually pinapangalanan yan as NB, pwede rin namang RB or reaction at B. Now, for A naman guys, listen. For A naman, pakawalan mo tong portion na to, ano mangyayari kapag dinaganan na ganyan? So, technically, babagsak. Tama? Babagsak siya. So, kung babagsak yan, ano yung kailangan na direction na reaction for A para maibalik siya sa dating pwesto? So, basically, this is our A. Now, since this is pin or hinge connected, ibig sabihin, meron pa tong horizontal component. Let's say, meron tayong horizontal component na ganyan. Now, ano po yung direction yan? Kung papansinin nyo guys, this is in state of equilibrium. So, ibig sabihin, dapat yung mga forces natin is nagkokontrahan. So, kung ganun pala, if meron tong, let's say, this is directed to this point, which is always perpendicular. Kung papansinin nyo, di ba magkakaroon yan ng components along X and along Y? Tama. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng NBY, and NBX. Kung papansinin nyo, saan papunta tong NBX na to? Papansin niyo sa papunta NBX na yan. So, pakaliwa. Ibig sabihin, para mabalance natin yung system, kailangan yung reaction na tong A na to is pakana naman. So, let's say this is the RAX or this is RAY since two components nga tayo dyan. Ngayon guys, since napalitaw na natin siya, meron pa tayong mga kulang. Lagi yung tatandaan na pagka kayo ay nagko-construct ng free body diagram, always remember to include all the angles, lalo na kapag may inclined tayo na force. So, i-line ko dyan. Hindi pala nalaline yan. Sorry. So, wait lang. Okay. Line ko to siguro dito since yan yung inclined force natin. Kung papansin nyo, diba this is also 30 degrees since parallel. Ayan. Mapapansin nyo, tama. We have 30 degrees dito. Ang parallel niya is this one. Okay. Or the alternate interior niya is 30 degrees. Okay. If this is perpendicular, creating 90 degree with this frame, okay, ibig sabihin, ilan na lang natitira natin dito? So, very good. This is 60 degrees na lang. So, ibig sabihin, meron ka ng inclination of NB from the x-axis. So, pag kukuha ka ng component, mas madali na lang siya. Okay? So, now, ano yung susunod natin na gagawin? Okay. Para mas madali, guys, yung analysis natin, always remember that pwede tayong pwede nating i-construct or i-resolve muna kung makakakita kayo ng rectangular paano ba 'to? kung makakita kayo guys ng rectangular loadings natin, di ba pinakamadaling approach dyan is first to resolve the resultant of the triangular load. So, paano po ba yun? Di ba guys, you are all familiar that the resultant of the triangular load is simply the area of the the triangular load itself. Sorry, this is not rectangular. Okay, medyo mabilis ako. This is a triangular loading. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kukunin lang natin yung area niyan to get the resultant. At saan na nga nag-a-act yung resultant? Diba guys, pag nagmula ka dito, you are 2/3 of its base. Ang base ng triangle natin na yan is simply 1.5. So, para ilolocate ko muna siya, diba dito siya mapupunta? Okay, so pangalanan natin siguro to as resultant of triangular loading, which is pag kinuha mo siya, this is simply equal to 1/2. Ano yung base niya? Ang base po niya is 1.5. At ang height niya is of course the magnitude of the varying load, which is AT. Na pag kinumpute natin, this is simply equal to 1/2 ng 1.5 multiplied by 80. This is simply equal to 60. Wait lang guys. This is simply equal to 60 Newton. Okay, so this is equal to 60 Newton. If that is equal to 60 Newton guys, yun na yung pinaka-resultant ng triangular loading natin, which is mag-a-act yan dito. Tama, pag galing ka sa pinakamababa, di ba you are 2/3 ng base natin, which is 1.5. So, in this case, ang 2/3 ng 1.5 is simply 1. Okay, so 1.0, we have 2/3 ng 1.5 is 1.0 meters. Yun ngayon yung perpendicular distance niya from A. Nagkakaintindihan ba? So, pag na-resolve mo na siya into one single component, which is eto nga, yung RT natin na yan, acting this one, kalimutan mo na yung triangle load. Madali na yan. Okay, ibig sabihin, kalimutan mo na yung pinakabuo na to. Ang focus ka na lang, dito na lang sa resultant loadings natin. Okay. Now guys, sa ganitong paraan, guys, ano tawag dito? Napalabas na natin o napasingaw na natin lahat ng external and internal loads that we have. So, ang tinatanong kasi sa atin dito is the determine the horizontal and vertical components of reaction at A. So, kunin na rin siguro natin yung reaction at B or yung NB na yan para full tayo. Okay? Pwede natin simulan, actually, kukunin talaga natin siya para mas-solve natin lahat. Okay? Siguro, para mangyari yun, okay, by taking the summation forces vertical kasi, madami magiging unknown mo dyan, di ba? We have 1, 2, actually 2. Okay, pagka summation forces horizontal naman, dalawa pa rin yung unknown mo, 1 and 2. So, wala ka pang mapapalabas talaga dyan. So, wala tayong magiging values dyan. Ano gagawin natin? Siguro, pinaka-the best if mag-take tayo ng moment. I-take natin yung moment at A. Okay. Taking the summation, wait lang. Taking the summation moment at A, wait nga lang masyadong makapal. Taking the summation moment at A, okay, which is considered tayo clockwise positive, equal to 0 since we are in state of equilibrium. So, technically, 0 is equal to, okay. Diba guys, alam nyo that this is perpendicular. Tama? Meaning, ang perpendicular distance niya from A, tingin kayo sa kulay red na to, is eto na. Tama? Which is equal to ilan? 0.75. At etong ikot na to, if titingnan nyo to, from A, ano magiging ikot yan from A? Di ba magka-counterclockwise yan? Iikot pa, ganun yan. Tama? Okay, so kung ikot pa ganun yan at counterclockwise yan, therefore, negative siya by our assumption. Teka lang, ba't naglalagay akong 0 doon? Wait lang. May adds. So, ibig sabihin, 0 is equal to, since counterclockwise siya, pwede natin siya pangalanan as NB. Sir, ba't hindi natin kinuha yung components? Guys, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, hindi naman na natin kailangan kunin yung components kasi yung pinaka resultant ng force vector NB natin is meron na siyang parallel distance with A. Kapag ganun guys, hindi na kayo required na kumuha ng components para kunin isa-isahin yung mga perpendicular distances nila. Pag nakita kayo guys ng force natin na naka-incline tapos meron naman na siyang perpendicular distance sa point kung saan ka nagtitake ng moment, which is in this case 0.75 siya, pwedeng hindi na kayo kumuha ng components. So technically, this is basically negative nga dahil naka-counterclockwise tayo multiplied by 0.75. Okay? Now guys, ano pa? So, we have, kung titingnan nyo, sir, ipina-plus po ba natin to? Pag guys, nagtitake kayo ng summation ng moment, always remember to add the given couple. At ibibase nyo yung sign nun, either plus or minus, depende kung ano yung rotation niya. In this case, siya ay clockwise couple. So, ibig sabihin, by our assumption na clockwise positive, ipa-plus natin yan. So, plus 90. Now guys, natitira na lang sa atin is this one, the resultant of the triangular loading. In this case, this is pababa. Kung nagtitake tayo ng moment at A, at this point, ano yung magiging ikot niya from A? So yes, iikot siya ng pa-clockwise. Tama? So ibig sabihin pala, positive yan. So plus, ano yun? 60. Ito na yung i-consider natin dyan guys, yung pinaka resultant force na yan. At ano yung perpendicular distance niya? Yung 1 point, ano tawag dito? We have 1.0. Okay? Tama ba? So, 2/3 ng 1.5. Okay, so this is 1.0. Okay? So, 0, negative x 0.75 plus 90 plus 61, this is equal to 200. So, ibig sabihin, for our NB, this is equal to 200 Newton meter. At sir, bakit po ba nagtataka tayo? Bakit wala na tayong multiply na perpendicular distance dyan? Kung papansinin nyo guys, yung ating resultant couple is simply the given couple is simply naka-moment na. Kasi ayun, no, Newton meter. So, wala ka nang i-multiply. Pag multiply mo pa yan ng distance, di magiging Newton meter square yan. So, hindi na yun unit of moment. So, hindi na natin siya lalagyan ng perpendicular distance. Okay? So, yun. So, that's for NB. So, now na may NB ka na, okay, ano yung susunod mong gagawin? So, pwede ka na siguro, naka-isang equation ka na, we have ganyan. Di ba, meron tayong tatlo lagi. Yung papatatu ko, sabi ko sa inyo. So, we have the summation forces x, y, and then we have the summation of moment. Okay, so yun. Ibig sabihin, yari ka na naman moment, siguro pwede nating simulan for summation forces vertical is equal to 0. So, 0 is equal to, pansinin mo, ano yung mga vertical mo? You have RA, you have 60, or the resultant of the triangular distributed load, and of course, the y component neto. Sige, kulayan ko nga. Wait lang. Etong green, ito, tapos ito, di ba tatlo yan? Okay. So, ibig sabihin, we have positive RA, considering upward positive, RA, minus NBY, ano pa? Minus 60. So, 0 is equal to RA minus, kung kukunin natin yung vertical component of the NB, di ba this is 60 degrees, 60 degrees din naman yan along X, baka malito lang kayo. Okay, so ibig sabihin, minus, since pababa yan, NB, wait lang, sine of 60 minus 60. At alam natin guys that NB is given as 200. Okay, so mali pala yung unit ko. This is 200 Newton lang. My bad. This is force lang pala. Okay. So yun. So ibig sabihin RA is equal to, by the way, this is RAY. Since vertical component tayo, 0 is equal to RA minus 200 sine of 60 minus 60. So, in this case, lilitaw that our resultant force at A is 233.21 Newton. So, that's for RAY. Okay, guys? Okay, now, ano susunod? We have the RAX. Okay, so we have summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. 0 is equal to, kung titingnan nyo naman, ang ano naman natin dito is, ang horizontal component natin is simply the RAX and then the NBX. RAX is pakanan, so let's say RAX minus NBX. So 0 is equal to RAX minus NB, of course, cosine of this one. Cosine of 60. Okay, so this is 200. So, masasolve natin si RAX. This is simply equal to 0, RAX minus 200 cosine of 60. Okay, so this is equal to 100 Newton. So this is 100 Newton. So yun yung sagot natin, guys. Ang nahanap lang naman sa atin basically in this type of problem is simply the horizontal and vertical components of the reaction at of pin at A. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ayan na, paki-screenshot yung solution. So yun na yun, sobrang simple lang niya kung talaga magigets natin yung pinaka-principle and concept. Okay, now let's proceed to the sample problem number 2.